Hi there, Cole from Mossend. I've just bought something and I'm quite impressed with it, and it's a little tiny camera, and that's the camera I bought, and there it is there. It comes off the stand, and I've done my first couple of shots with it. One is on the flat wagon there at the front, and then I turned the thing round and filmed the train, and then I put it on the platform, and that's the first thing I've done. And as I say, I was quite impressed with it. They're the very first pictures I've taken with it, so to be quite honest, if I can do it, then anybody can. And I'd like to thank Mossend for this, because I was asking, you know, about the cameras he used, the little ones where he puts on the front of his trains and puts little things on the station platforms and things like that, and he said he used these little cameras, and I said, oh, that's going to be expensive, you know, tight old bugger I am. And he said no. So I looked it up, and the one he's got was about £30, but I got this one because it said the right, well, my grandson said that's the one I should get because it's, was it 4K or something, I don't know, but he said that was okay. So I've got this little camera, and I'm quite impressed with it. The things you could be able to do, I mean, I haven't really thought of much I can do with it at the moment, but I know there is. And just the pictures that you see on it with it going around the layout, it's such a weird feeling that it feels like you're actually driving the bloody train. So and this one was I think £26, and that was with, I think, £3 or something postage, I don't know. So if you say about 30 quid, you can get one of these, and it came the next day sort of thing, you know. And I think they're most impressive. It's a tiny little thing. Here's my hand next to it. Oh, let's have a look at it before I drop it down the loft hatch. And it comes off the base, which I put it on the front of the truck, and it's quite marvellous, really. Like, you can tell I'm an old git, can't you? I can't, all this technology is beyond me. But yeah, as I say, the film you've seen is the first bit I've done, and you know, and it was just to try it out, to see, because I had thinking, well, it might not be that good. It's a bit bouncy, and the sound is a bit strange, because I think it's picking up the motor of the class 31. But as I say, I mean, Mossend, he said that he's got about 3 of these things dotted about his layout, and you know, and I think it's a good idea. So this is just the start of it, and I thought I'd get one, and I think that'd be enough for me. But I mean, it's amazing where you can put the thing, you know, and get some really good shots. So I'm hoping to sort of have an extra dynamic, shall we say, you know, a bit more interesting. And you know, because a lot of my railway, I haven't got big open spaces so you can film it. Like here, there's going to be buildings, so there's not many open areas. But if you've got a camera like that, it don't really matter, because you can put it and get all the lovely shots, you know. So I'm very pleased, and I thank him very much. So you know, all this stuff frightens me. You may laugh, some people are frightened of spiders. I've got one of those at work that screams and runs away. But as I say, technology is my fear, you know. I'm it's just a fear that comes up. I'm sorry, but that's it. I can't say anymore. People say, oh, why? But I mean, you put me in front of a computer, and it's terrible. I'm getting better. You know, I'm answering things, and I mean, at one stage I couldn't even send a text. You know, and so in the end I got a phone and all the rest of it, and that's how I started with all this technology. But you know, I'm actually logging onto computers now, so I can't do much with them because I don't really have a use for them. But there you are. But I just thought, you know, what a wonderful idea. I know other people have been doing it as well. I've seen several of these where they put it on, and I've often thought, oh, you know, that looks good, but it must be so expensive. But it isn't. So, you know, if you haven't tried it, it's, you know, what, 30 quid, and have a go, you know, and see what you think. But I think it's quite fantastic, really. So it's just a quick one. It's just to see something. I was so excited when I got it working. I actually saw the film for the first time that I thought, well, I've come up straight up here and I've made a video quick. Okay then, that's all. Bye from Mossend. Bye.